Daredevil is exercising and thinking about Karen Page, his lost love. We see in a flashback that she quit as Matt Murdock's receptionist because she loves Matt, but he won't get close to her because of his blindness. But she doesn't know the real Daredevil-shaped reason that he can't get close to her. And so, to make her departure easier, Matt insults her and acts like a cad, upsetting her and distancing them both. Now he's lost the love of his life, and Daredevil doesn't know what to do. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is Daredevil issue 43, In Combat with Captain America. To get his mind off Karen, Daredevil swings out into the streets of New York. He sees that Captain America is participating in a charity fight, and Daredevil briefly considers joining him as a contender when he overhears a police radio. Some radioactive vials have been stolen, but lucky for Daredevil, he got his powers via radiation, and so he can sense it. He quickly finds the thief and recovers the vials, but suddenly his head starts to spin. The radioactivity seems to be affecting him. Meanwhile and elsewhere, Captain America is about to start his charity fight. It's only for show, and Cap's opponent is happy that it's not for real, when suddenly Daredevil swoops in, knocks this opponent down, and takes his place. The fight will be real, Daredevil cries. Daredevil swings at Cap, uncharacteristically angry, and Cap takes the blows before blocking with his shield. Cap doesn't believe this is the real Daredevil. Our hero would never usually act like this, and so he's shocked at Daredevil's brutal speed and gets sucker punched. The fight spills out of the ring and into an elevator shaft, the whole ordeal being photographed by one Peter Parker, who surprisingly has no interest in getting involved. As the two heroes fall down the elevator shaft, Daredevil gets a headache, and it's like a veil has been lifted. He has no memory of how he got here or why he's in a fight with Captain America. It must have been the radioactivity, interfering with the radioactivity that he'd already absorbed. Not willing to fight further and embarrassed by his actions, Daredevil flees, and Cap lets him, pretending to the press that this was all a show. And in an alleyway, Daredevil realizes that during the fight, for just a brief moment, he had forgotten about Karen Page. Thanks for watching. Next week, Spider-Man goes to jail, but while we wait for that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. This issue takes place in the middle of a story about a villain called the Jester, who was hired by Richard Riley, the same man that ran for mayor in Spectacular Spider-Man. In fact, in the previous issue, the Jester arrived back at Riley's office to find the aftermath of that Spider-Man issue, and the man who hired him dead.